Hi, everyone, and welcome to 21 Days of Mindful Intentional Focus, Day 19, Wisdom. Today, we're going to talk about wisdom. How do we practice wisdom? So many times, every day, at least once a day, there's a time where we judge things, where we make decisions, and you never want to move so quickly and swiftly without thinking, where's the wisdom in this? Where's the lesson in this? How do I make this decision being wise? So today, that's what our mindful practice will be. Crystal, it's all you.
Thank you, Celeste. So, wisdom is actually one of the character strengths in that domain, knowledge and wisdom. So, we can strengthen our wisdom in certain ways. So, that's what we're going to kind of talk about strengthening your wisdom. So, first, I want us just to kind of start off with being relaxed and taking a deep breath in, a mindful breath. So, we are breathing in through our nose, holding for a few seconds, and then releasing out of our mouth. So we'll do like 2 breaths, okay? All right. So I like to focus and start with a mindful breathing because then as you're breathing, you can focus on the word wisdom. What does that really mean? So developing practical wisdom skills is what I'm going to kind of review. So here's some strategies for that and knowing how to use that strength if that's one of your strengths that you have. So number one, seek specific things. So complex, real situation and challenges um, just don't present themselves out with clear instructions. So for actions, you need to pretty much have a source to go to. So one way to seek this specific is to consider the outcome of maybe what's going on. For example, if you outcome and you're using your love of learning, you like to learn, increase your knowledge. So, we've heard of that, having that knowledge, that helps us to be able to know what decision we need to make when we're using being wise. Okay. And this can translate into different, reading about different books, things like that on your situation. You just don't want to go in blindly without knowing what to do. Number two is find relevance. So explore, when we say your signature strength, those are things that come natural to you if it's relevant to the situation at hand. So, for example, kindness and forgiveness may not be relevant in your situation that you need to deal with when using, if you're using your fairness or courage. So, some situations you want to make sure you're asserting the right strength and knowing the knowledge of how to apply it to your situation. So, make sure it's appropriate what you're doing and seeking. And then three, resolve conflict. So understanding how to resolve a situation takes wisdom, to which you use, different signature strengths, things that come naturally to you. Okay. So example, if you're doing a project or you're working with someone, maybe you're not getting along, what's the wisdom there? Do I just react or, how should I go about that? So utilizing what you already naturally know to do and controlling that and aligning it with, if wisdom is what I do and that's something I'm good at and I'm, quick to find that resource, capitalize on that. Number four, reflect. So practical wisdom requires you to reflect on what impacts your other strengths that you might possess. So what are the moral implications on a larger scale of exercising that wisdom? Is it going to affect someone else of the decision that I'm making? Okay. Negatively or positively. And then five, calibrate. So to nurture practical wisdom skills, you also need to regularly stay in tune to the situation, sense change, and calibrate and recalibrate. So kind of fine tuning, you know, what's the source I need to use, if I am trying to make a decision. If this is not working, do I just keep doing the same thing over and over if it's not working? I know we said that's like insanity. You keep trying to do the same thing. So using that wisdom, practical wisdom, to approach situations if you want to have change. Okay. So these are just some specific tips for building that strength in you. Hope that you enjoyed it. You wrote down, how can I maximize this strength of mine? How can I use wisdom in my daily life and use it correctly and that knowledge? So thank you for tuning in to day 19, Wisdom, and join us for day 20. Bye.
Bye.